So welcome back to Forkin Delicious. Today we're making pickled and marinated vegetable baguette with ponzu mayonnaise and with crispy fried onions. So we're going to start off by giving the bread a bit of a toast, or kind of a warm up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe you can explain that now.
Okay, for this one you want a nice crispy bread, but most of the times when you do buy a baguette, it is going to start to have, the air is going to get to it because of the fact they're stored open. You can see it's starting to get a bit soft. So I have the oven set here to about 200 degrees. I have a tray of ice that I'm just going to put in underneath the bread because it's the steam that'll cause the bread to rehydrate, and then when it comes out, once the air hits it, it's going to crisp. So I'll just get that in the oven there now.
So I'm going to do the pickles, all right? So for this, we need to turn this on full blast, will you?
Yep.
So in this here, I just have some red wine vinegar and some brown sugar. And this is going to be my pickle, all right? And what I'm going to get in a couple of minutes from the ice maker behind me, I'm going to get some ice as well. So this is going to go in here. And what we're looking for is to get all the sugar dissolved. This has just been sitting this since we prepped earlier on. And again, like we said, the prepping of this sandwich is, like for all the dishes we do, it's all about getting your prep done. So like having your vegetables cut here for your pickle, having your vegetables cut here for your marinade, having your marinade ready, you know, having the vinegar and sugar here ready for the pickle, and you know, 2 bowls, one for the pickled, one for the marinated. All right. We've some other, we've the onions actually fried off earlier. We just tossed them in some corn flour and salt. No? Yeah. Corn flour and salt, and we give them a nice fry in a generous bit of oil, and then take them out and let them drain. So they're going to be cold, but they're going to be crunchy to give a bit of texture to the sandwich as well. So we've got sweet and kind of sour going on again, and we've got crisp and crunchy. So this should make this sandwich really tasty, shouldn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I'm going to start with the pickled veg just as soon as this sugar is dissolved. So that's about now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. Good to go.
I'm good to go? Okay. So this is really an eye-opener.
Sinus clearer.
Sinus clearer, yeah. So what we do is we put our vegetables in here. And we're just letting this cool a small bit as we go along. So we have our roast peppers. We have our red onion. And I have some ginger and some cucumber. I'm going to add a small bit of ice to this already because it's a bit too hot to pour on. It's a bit too hot to pour onto the pickled vegetables, or to pickle the vegetables, because it'll actually cook them too much. I do want them to wilt them a small little bit, but I don't want actually to shock the sugar out of them, if you know what I mean. So this ice then into this, I've allowed for this in the mix because we've almost equal amounts of sugar and vinegar. So adding some ice here, I could add water, but just it'll take longer for it to cool. The ice is just kind of like a little chef's trick. So it's a pity we don't have smell-o-vision, isn't it? Because then you could smell this as it's pickling. Thank you. Now, so you're up.
Nice, so that's that done. Let's jump onto the marinated vegetables. So this is your ponzu dressing here. Ponzu is a Asian citrus dressing. So inside in this there is soy sauce, fish sauce, mirin, the juice and zest of a lemon, and a small bit of rapeseed oil to help bind it. So what you're looking to do is use half of this dressing for marinating the vegetables, and you're going to keep the other half of it to mix with the mayonnaise for the sandwich later. So this is just some cabbage and onions sliced finely. So they can go into the bowl. Another way that you could do this at home is, if you had one, is you could use a vacuum packer and it would actually marinate it instantly. The same with the pickle. Once the pickle is cool, the compression from it causes the liquid to be inserted into the vegetables. So now I'm just going to put on a glove just to mix this up a small bit. I'd say a bigger bowl might have been the move.
Well, it would have been luxury.
You're trying to make sure you get down to the bottom so that you're getting all of the dressing in there as well. So now, as you can see, there's kind of an even spread of it there. You just cover that and put it into the fridge for about a half an hour.
Okay, so Nola's just keeping an eye on the bread there, so I'm going to make a little bit of ponzu mayonnaise. So I'm just taking some of the ponzu sauce and I'm just going to add it. Now, I left the lemons in that ponzu sauce just to kind of keep giving that citrusy flavour. You could use lime as well. Now, the other thing you have to be careful is not to add too much, or to make the mayonnaise runny, which you don't want. So our bread is just out now. You hear that? We have our crusty bread. What we're going to do is try to keep a hinge on this just so we can fill it in the middle, mayonnaise it.
So now from marinating the vegetables, it's after softening it slightly, but you can even feel it in your fingers. There is still a bit of bite left to it. So I'm just going to add a small bit of chopped parsley to that, just to give it a bit more colour.
Now, because I have plenty of mayonnaise in the bread, I'm not going to bind the lettuce with the mayonnaise, because the lettuce is going to stick to the mayonnaise on the bread. Usually I do that just to stop it falling out.
So a nice generous helping of your marinated vegetables.
So you're getting a little bit of the cabbage, the bean sprout, the onion.
Just give it a good mix so you get a variety of everything in there.
Crispy fried onions, a little bit of coriander on this one. We'll do the other one with some parsley. Just to recap on what we've done there, is we have the ponzu mayonnaise on the bread, like instead of butter. Then we have some just some oak leaf lettuce, and then what we're doing is once we put in our pickled and our marinated vegetables, bit more ponzu mayonnaise, and then some crispy fried onions for another bit of texture again and crunch, and then just a sprinkle of either coriander or parsley or both on top. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cut and serve this onto a plate here in front.
You'll be glad of that hinge in the bread when you're trying to eat it.
Yep.
So this is our marinated and pickled vegetables with ponzu mayonnaise, crispy onions and coriander on a French stick.
And it looks Forkin delicious.